What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and fellow hobbyists? Welcome to this episode of On the Bench with Pete. As you can see, this week I'm back to doing the intro on camera because, well, nobody answered the question on last episode, so I guess I'll just do what I feel like. This is my therapy video, by the way. These are the videos I put on for you, well, I make for you to put on in the background whilst you hobby or paint or do whatever. Can be doing anything, doesn't matter. I'm hobbying and I've got a variety of things on the bench today. Although I won't be working on him today, I have my Flying Hive Tyrant there. As you can see, he's a melee one. I wanted the Scything Talons on him. Didn't want any guns. I just don't like the look of the guns. They don't look right to me. I don't know, something about it. I'm all about what the model looks like. But anyway, I've got more airbrushing to do on him, so I can't really do that on the bench episode. That said, I've got a lot of other stuff to be getting on with. I've got my Deathwatch guy, I've got my Tau, and my kind of lone Dark Angels Marine there, just all on his lonesome. And, you know, for giggles, I've got this Dreadnought guy that I could just do bits and pieces on him as and when, really. Well, crisis suits need a bit of metal doing, and I'm not going to do that until the very end because I don't want to stop the video, change the water. I'm just feeling lazy. I've got loads to be getting on with. I've got my other Tau infantry and, like I say, my Deathwatch guy. Yeah, so I've got loads to be getting on with. If I find anything else, we'll do that as well. So, grab your brushes and your paints and everything else you need. I have a cup of tea. I recommend you get one too, because we're in for about an hour of hobby, because I've got stuff to talk about, which is good. And, yeah, so let's get to the bench. Right, so as you can see, this is one of my Crisis battle suits here. These are from, I've got 3 of them, obviously, because they're from the Start Collecting box set. So I'm going to be working on those. Now, like I said, I do have things to talk about. I'll address those as and when I come. I've got the fan gun. I'll turn the fan off for a bit because it does get kind of annoying with the noise of the fan in the background there. So we'll try and sort that out. Now for these guys, I want to start off. I've got the red that you see on them is burnt red, so I want to do a bit of tidying up with those right now. Not that there's probably going to be that much of it. I'm just going to grab a couple of sheets of blue towel. I've got a white one to use after this. I prefer the blue, but I don't know why I prefer the blue. I just do. I don't need a brush. I will need a brush, yes. I'll use this character brush. Like I say, I'm just tidying up, shaking the paint. That's what you can hear. I'm getting on rather well, by the way, with the bar of soap for the brush cleaning. You know, this thing here. It's working out really well. It's cleaning my brushes off a treat. So, yeah. I'm getting a drop of retarder in with my paints as well as water to thin them down. And I know some people say use a wet palette, but I just don't feel like it. I don't like wet palettes that much. Oh, I wonder, actually, I could probably use this brush. No, I won't use this brush. It's knackered. Don't do it, Pete. Don't do it. No, I'll use my character brush. My army painter brushes last a lot longer than my Citadel ones do. So I shall use those. I kind of like the triangulated handles on them as well. It makes for a very comfortable painting experience. So, what have I got to talk about then? Let's just raise the camera slightly there. Well, as you should know by now, I've got a job. And although I still haven't read the social media online policy, I figure it'd be okay to say who I work for, because as you know, it is a supermarket. It's a well-known supermarket. It's actually Sainsbury's. I work for Sainsbury's now. Now I think I can say this because I'm not going to be talking about them other than to say what a great place it is to work, which it is. I'm having a blast. It really is good. Great bunch of people. Everyone's really keen, kind and helpful. That's the right words. I don't know. You know, make you feel part of a team. I can hear my dogs barking, which means my daughter is probably hoovering. Because they don't like the hoover, you see. They attack the hoover, so they have to be shut outside whilst the hoovering's going on. She's just recently come back from her camp from Sparkford. I was going to post a couple of pictures, but I mean, I did a video on it one year, a couple of years back now. And I figured, well, you don't want to see all that again, so yeah, there you go. So she's back now. She's still off, you know, college. I mean, God, they don't have some time off, don't they? But I digress. So I work now. Working man now. I work. Oh, and there goes my phone. I need to turn that off. It's been a while since I've done it on the bench, you see. Pop this guy on here. He's my next Deathwatch guy, by the way. Let's put that on. Oh, that's good. I do have quite an important message there. Excellent news. Right. I think we're good to go. Okay. Yeah, so he's there. He's the Ultramarine. He's Cassius, I think. Something Cassius. He's going to be the captain of my kill team till I find another suitable one I might do. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Might do some custom Deathwatch guys, and have to get some like Deathwatch upgrade kits and do some normal sprues up as Deathwatch. That'd be good. Right, so just touching this bit up here. Anyway, yes, so it's a terrific place to work. I work until midnight, varying hours starting, but I finish at midnight. This is, of course, my base contract. And yeah, I love it. I can't say it's not hard work though, because it is. But they've been brilliant with me, you know, with regards to my condition. You know, telling them I've got MS, they think nothing of it. Like, whatever, you know, it's alright. You know, you can still do the job though, right? Yes, I can. That's okay then. As long as you do your job, you get on great. And my next shift is tomorrow, actually. I'm working Friday and I'm working Saturday. Yes, today is Thursday that I'm recording this. Right, so holding this. I'll say it now. Let me know as always, guys, what you're working on, because I like to read those comments and hear about the progress that's been made. You know, week to week, month to month, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all good. Well, I have an inter-video message for certain people who are watching. Now I'd like this to go to, not that I'm expecting them to be watching, but in case they are, if JamJar34 is watching, or James and his stuff, the two channels I just mentioned there, JamJar34 and James and his stuff, if you guys are watching, can you please make some videos again? I'm missing your content. I want to watch videos. I used to enjoy your videos. You haven't put any content out for a while. I understand life is busy. I understand that. That's fair enough. I get that. But man, I just want to... I haven't seen anything from you guys for ages. I hope everything's alright. JamJar, I miss your... you know, Warhammer Sunday videos, or Wednesday, whatever it was. See, it's been so long I've forgotten. I think it was Sundays you put them out. But it doesn't matter what day, does it? It's just... You did a nice paint along and chat video. I used to love those. And James and his stuff. James. I like listening to your witty accounts of things, you know, and hearing about your various escapades. So, I miss it. So, make the content, please. Yeah, it's just a bit of a tidy up here. Yeah, it's good to feel part of a team again on a work crew. It is good. I'm enjoying it. And of course, the important thing, I'm earning money. Can't lie to you though, guys, it's hard work. Very hard. Dogs are going at it. Guess she's hoovering the living room, I would think. That is, of course, a guesstimate. Anyway, Tau, I've discovered, is very therapeutic to paint because of all the straight lines. Yeah, glad I decided to start painting Tau. I'm gonna pop him into a kill team game at some point, if I can. Right, he's got one of those. I don't actually know what these... Is it assault cannon? I don't know what type of gun this is. I have to look it up. But it looks cool. I'm all about the looks, you see. I don't really care if it's worse than another type of gun in game. I like the look of these. Really good. That's why I got two of them. Or two guys carrying them, I should say. Oop, my leg slipped there. Yeah, I'll be doing metallics on these, so doing that later on. So tomorrow I'll be starting work at 8 o'clock in the evening. This is good. It means I'm here for the post every morning. It means I'm here with my dogs during the day. Then of course, you know, either my wife or my daughter or both will be here after that point, and so they won't be on their own, you know. And that's quite important to me. So to me, that was a good decision. I basically base coated these guys with XV88 airbrushed on, so much quicker. I think I'll be airbrush priming my Age of Sigmar. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. I could certainly blast through them quickly. Maybe that's the way, because set them up for a future on the bench as such. And I want to change up what I'm painting to kind of vary. Not that I think you watch these. You think you listen to them more than watch them. But should you happen to look up, I think I'd like, you know, a little more variation on what you see, you know. I've decided I'm going to, I don't know, maybe do a little bit of chipping on their armour afterwards. Maybe. See how I get on. I kind of like the colour of this burnt red. I'm going to use it on the handle on here. I've decided. Well, at least for the middle part. Right. The end. I don't know what colour to do the end of it, though. That's going to be a little, I don't know, tricky. The other thing, working the hours I'm working, is I get to cross over with different people on different times. So not every shift I won't be working with the same people every shift. There'll be different. Like I say, there is a crossover, and I'll see some people more than others. But I kind of like that. It's kind of cool variation there. Right. Yeah, I quite like that. Yeah, I do like that. It's a cool effect. Right. I'm going to redo his kind of robes again as well. Well, I'm going in. It's a different way to how I normally do it. I'm going to go back in with, what's it called? Iron Rex skin on his robes. So I'll leave that to one side. Here. I need to get some more agitators, those ball bearings from Green Stuff World, because they're pretty handy, particularly for shaking up pots like this. By the way, the reason the paint's all the way up to the ferrule on this brush is because it's a knackered brush, and I don't bother too much about it particularly. It's a blobbing out and mixing brush. I think I might change my other brush out as well. Just going to clean this brush up a bit. There. Yeah, that'll do. So detail brush, I think I'll be using. And I'm sorry guys, but I need a sip of tea. My throat is getting dry. Right. A lot of shouting goes on in work as well, you know, communicating to one another, and that sometimes you have to shout to be heard. Sometimes. Right. Sorry if my hand's in the way here, but I'm just, it's a good position. One thing it does mean, finishing at midnight at my work, it means on days that my daughter's working, I can drive straight from work to my daughter's work and pick her up. So that's, you know, kind of handy. Excuse me, I'm just concentrating here. Takes a bit of tongue poking out to do some areas, doesn't it? I've been looking at my YouTube channel recently, following a video I watched from Mr. Ridickbeer 40k, and it's making me, I don't know, sit back and take stock of what my channel is about, what's going on with it. At the end of the day, I love making videos. It's kind of in my nature. But I want to kind of, I don't know, do a better YouTube channel than I currently do. I think we're all on a quest to improve, aren't we? You know, at the end of the day. And it's difficult sometimes to know what to do for the best. I think my channel has far too much variation in content, and I know I should specialize more. I think channels that do that probably do a lot better. Like, you know, those that specialize in 40k or those that specialize in historical. I think they do better. I could be wrong, but I couldn't choose right now. So I'll continue to do a variety of different stuff, but I'm going to drop certain series. Won't bother with anymore. And other series I might change up slightly. Right. I was contemplating doing the reverse of his cloak a different colour, but I don't know. Don't know now. I'm kind of just doing this cloak arse about face, really, of how I would normally do them. It's not a cloak, is it? It's a cloth robes. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that's him. Do a bit of work on Mr. Cassius. Eshin Grey will be the colour I need. So it'll be that one. Doing edge highlighting. Right. Let's pop it in there. Okay. And this will need to be thinned down a little bit, I think. Let's pop this paint back in the pot from the lid. I'm going to put a drop. There's something I do sometimes. When a paint's reaching not the end of its life, but mid-cycle. Look, this one there's still a bit of paint left in it. And you got an agitator in there, a couple drops of airbrush thinner, well, just thinner. I happen to have the airbrush thinner, but I mean that's primarily what it's for. So there we go. Retarder once again. Bit of water. As you gain in experience, you get to know what type of paints, what manufacturers, what colours display different properties, and you'll get used to them. Right. So Eshin Grey. This is kind of the first level of highlighting. I'm hoping with my working this Christmas will be a bit more comfortable than last Christmas. Although we had a great time last Christmas, it was tight. Things were tight. Probably the tightest Christmas we've ever had. It would seem I've done some edge highlighting here, which would then mean I've done a lot of it for nothing. Obviously I wasn't going to highlight this shoulder pad before, but I am now. Well, that's okay. It doesn't look to me like I finished it. Of course, that's just an estimate. Going to be a busy time at work as well in the next couple of weeks with the students starting and things. Yes, believe it or not, some of them do shop in Sainsbury's because we do like a cheaper range of stuff, which is ideal for them really. I think we're almost there now. Right, that'll do for him. I'll put some Bugman's glow on his face just to... It brightens up almost like a light. Now have I got don't have any more. These little palette things I'm using, they're just milk bottle tops, milk bottle lids. Not going to bother putting retarder with that one because it won't be out for long enough. A bit more water than that, I think. And now I'm ready. Begin painting in his face. Yeah, they act a bit like a beacon almost. And helps differentiate detail around the face once you paint it in. It's like, aha, that's where his face ends. Or it'll even highlight that's where his face should end, then go in and clean up afterwards. So I'm going to do that here. Right, so there, his base coat is on his head now. the Cassius. Some of the new Age of Sigmar models, like they have their helmets removed, and that's quite cool as well, because it's the first time I've seen them without their helmet, so to speak. So yeah, I thought that was really neat. Let's see what greys I've got here. Do a Celestra grey on that sigil thingamabobber. Bit more brush. Cleaning. It's ideal because these, I've said it before, these soap bars, 59p for 4 in Aldi. And they serve my purpose rather well, I have to say. How are we doing for time? 30 something minutes in. Oh, that's alright. I want to thin this down a little bit because I just do. It's going to be white eventually, but I'll start off with this base coat of grey and I'll work up to the white. Right, okay. Never, it's not my strong point doing these sorts of things, but how we go, do you know what I mean? And this is the easy colour. I'll be putting white on over this. Then that'll be harder. Because obviously I won't be going right to the edge, and that'll be difficult. I think I'll need an even more detail brush to do those sections. So I'm not holding my breath as such, but well, it's all right. Someone else would make a lot better job than I just did, but hey, I've got to work with me. Alright, so 40 minutes in. This might be an apt place to do some metallics. Alright. time to break out the lead belcher. So with this I'm going to apply retarder and airbrush thinner. Actually, I'll put the thinner in first. How am I doing for battery life? I will be alright. This is going to be quite a thin mixture by the looks of things. Break it down. Get the pigments in evenly. That's not bad at all. And I'll change the water afterwards then. Right. Okay, so start with the character brush. Here. Right, so what parts am I going to do? Metallic. Well, I want to do these bits. I want to do the ball joints metallic, I've decided. I just do. Sorry if I nudged the camera there, by the way. Oh no, I didn't. It's the chair leg. That's alright. One thing, good thing, positive thing that's going to come out of my job. Well, loads of positive things are going to come out of it, but one thing in particular I'm thinking of right now is that I will get fitter. It will help me to lose weight. If it doesn't, I'll be shocked, to say the least. Yeah, I'm going to make all these bits metallic, I've decided. I want them to be. Okay. This is looking alright as far as I'm concerned. Looks alright to me. Hope you're having some success with your painting projects there. Or building projects. That reminds me, I've got a model of an American pickup truck that I really need to get finished. I started out of enthusiasm for, you know, anything American after coming back from Florida. Was it a couple of years ago now? Nearly 2 years ago. Yeah, I'd like to get that finished. Who knows, maybe that could be an on the bench. A few episodes on the bench in its own right, you know. Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Okay. Make these clawed bits on the feet. Mechanical feet. Metallic as well. That way I figure I've covered all the bases. Because as far as the ochre colour is concerned, I think sometimes less is more. Well, I suppose... No, I won't say that. So I had a thought flying through my head. No, that's not... not for on the bench. Gonna paint the end of his gun there. I think that looks good. Oh, I dug up my Nintendo DS again the other day. I haven't played on it for years. I've picked up a couple of retro games for it because I like retro games. So I've got Space Invaders, Galaxians, Galaga, Pac-Man, you know, all that sort of thing. Ah, brilliant, man, brilliant. Really brings back good memories. I know people would laugh at them today's standards, but for me, it's always gonna be those older, golden oldies. Right, we'll get in there with him. We'll have these. Stuff it, I'll just paint the whole thing. If I want the round thing to be a different colour later on, I can, can't I? That wouldn't be easy though. Right, I also want his arm to be metallic or this. Almost like a glove he's wearing. Brutal. Right. I'm at, heck, at 52 minutes. It's like, whoa. I'm not going to get all these crisis suits done in this video. That's a shame. But I mean, I'm liking the way he's kind of looking there. You know, it gives me an idea for what he will eventually look like. I'm kind of liking it. No, I'm going to paint over that. That's going to all be metallic there. I'll just make it easier for me. So let's do his other arm. Be more ochre cleanup later. Now, which way you're touching now? To be fair, this could probably have been an on the bench episode in itself, doing this stage on my XV88 guys. Naturally, I will carry on with them after I've finished here. But once I've done this guy, I'll call it a day. And then if I get time, I'll crack on with the others. Maybe I can watch some paint along videos. I need it to get through this. Right. Yeah. Do you like that? These look like kind of screw heads, these things. I'm going to make the big ones silver like I just done there. I don't know. I don't know. I quite like him. I'll do more with some washes and layers on it, but I'm liking it. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of On the Bench. Oh, I'm getting tired. It's been an absolute blast. I got more done than I thought I would do, and I hope you have too. I hope you've got some awesome stuff done as well. So yeah, I'm going to carry on. I'm kind of going to do the same on my other crisis suits. Who knows, might even break out the airbrush later. And I've got to sort out my Age of Sigmar guys, because that's going to be a lot of On the Bench episodes right there. So I might just have to break out the airbrush for that too. Anyway, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But thanks for watching. Remember, all brushes lead to war, and bye for now.